Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be reviewing the American DJ Comscan LED. This type of light reminds me a lot of the 250 scanners that use regular halogen lights. They're very similar, but they have a lot of distinct features. With this that you see here in front of you, it's pretty much everything it comes with, except for the O clamps that are attached to the actual lights. But other than that, they pretty much come with what you see. I've seen them come in single packages with just one light, and the way I bought it was with the two. Usually you get a little bit of a better price if you buy the pair. Also, if you notice on the bottom right, there's a UC3 controller, which usually comes with the pair. If you buy the two together, I've seen that not every single time, but at least the few that I've seen on display, they will have it with them. All right. Otherwise, you could buy it alone. It's actually fairly cheap. But like I said, if you buy the pair, you get a better deal. And like I said, also to your bottom left, you'll see the actual plugs for your outlets, your electrical cables. And what you see in front of you here are plates that protect the actual light. Okay. Now, the actual light is protected like this, as you can see. And in a minute I'll demonstrate how everything else works. But basically with these lights, they have 5 DMX channels. They have a XY mirror control. It has 3 operating modes, which are sound active, show mode, and DMX. They also have an internal mic, so if you don't want to use any controls or anything else like that, you can just leave the mic on and that'll work itself. And it has a digital display for the addresses and functions and whatnot. And like I mentioned, also the controller, which is there. Okay. The only thing that, like I said, does not come with it are the O clamps, which are attached to the light. Okay, what you see here are your 2 Comscans. To the left, you see one with the cover removed, and to the right, you'll see the one with the actual cover attached still. And this is obviously done by American DJ to protect the mirror that moves in here. Okay, easy way to take it off, just unscrew these finger screws, I guess you want to call them that. Just turn them a million times, and there goes one, and then the other one, and then just remove the plate. Pretty simple. What I do also when I am at a gig or something, I have to make sure I don't lose things, and I just screw it back in, just a few times, and you're set. They're back in there, so that way at the end of the gig you could attach the actual screws and plate on there and not wonder where you left them. So pretty easy. Now up here you'll see that you have the display for the controllers for the DMX, master, slave, sound, and DMX. Also, you have all the descriptions of what the wattage and all that is up here. I'm not going to go over that. I'm just going to put on the descriptions below, and that way make it a little bit easier for you guys just to read it. But it's a very simple light, but yet it's pretty cool. Actually, it's one of the American DJ's intelligent lights. Like I said, it reminds me a lot of the actual 250 halogen scanners from before, without all the power consumption. The only downside to this that I could see personally from my own experience here, and again, just my opinion, doesn't mean that it's gospel here, but the movement of these lights is not as fluid as the halogen ones. It's almost as bright. It's pretty close to it, but the only downside to this, the only con I could see to this, is that the motion isn't as fluid as the other ones, especially when you have it on sound active mode. Maybe with DMX it's a little bit different with actual master slave and all that stuff, but when it's on sound active mode, it doesn't move as fluid, and you'll see in a minute, and you'll be the judge of that. But like I said, the only reason why I say that is because I've used the others in the past. I had a couple and I got rid of them because I like LED a lot better than halogen, simply because you're not blowing the power out at every venue. So but these again, these are much lighter. You don't have to replace these very expensive light bulbs that you used to have to replace on the halogen ones every so often, and they don't get hot. This again doesn't get hot, as you've probably seen from other videos that I've done. LED is pretty much the way to go for me, at least. I don't have any more halogen ones, and again, not to knock on halogen, they do produce a very beautiful white light, or even any other kind of colored light. It's very bright, but LED has come a long way, and it's actually getting a lot brighter, if not as bright. Okay, back here you'll see that there's a couple of steel fins here, and this is just to pretty much dissipate the heat, if there's any there. And back here is where you plug in your DMX, okay, XLR cables. What I do, I normally tape it up. I don't know if you can see it on the video here. I apologize for the dimness here. But I tape one side so that way I don't confuse the output of the DMX and the input, because I obviously link them up together here. Okay, you have the safety ring here where you could link up some kind of device to make sure that if this does fail, it won't fall on anyone. Okay, so, and then also you have your outlet here for your power, and that's pretty much it. I mean, you could also, like I said, with the exception of the O clamp that you see here, this is what it comes with, and you could move this around so you could adjust it on your T-bar, your truss, whatever you mount it on, or you can even just set it like this, which I wouldn't recommend, but obviously on the T-bar or truss, something where it's attached, it's going to be a lot safer for you and for everyone else, because obviously you don't want this thing falling on someone, and you don't want to damage this nice and pricey piece of equipment. So anyway, let's do a little demo of this, and you guys be the judge of it. Another great thing I noticed with these lights that American DJ did was actual indicate here what is what. So here it tells you it's your DMX input, output, remote for the controller. Okay, pretty simple. Also, it'll tell you here where the safe ring is, which is right there. Very simple. Again, like I said, your UC3 controller, and where the outputs are. One here and one's taped up right there. Very, very simple, but a great idea. You know, instead of taping it up with words or something, makes it much easier for everyone. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that is the demo for the American DJ Comscan LED, and like I said, it's a very cool LED light, pretty much almost as bright as the halogen. Not as quiet, but you know, pretty bright for being LED, especially for being LED. But yet you save all that power. Okay, and even though it doesn't move as fluidly as the other scanners I've seen, it does have its own style. So don't get me wrong, it's still a very cool light, and that's why I bought it. So anyways, you guys be the judge of that, and any comments or questions, please leave them down below. And as always, practice and enjoy.